Greetings. Oh, how can I ever begin to thank you? What an ordeal that was. Quite the ordeal indeed. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Bern Elgar, head steward of House Ancilla. Of course, since the house no longer exists, that means I now serve you. Do not misunderstand. I adore the Lord and Lady, but my first responsibility is to the fortress itself, to Sea-Watch. Excellent question. Excellent indeed. This is Sea-Watch, the legendary fortress. Why, just look around you. Maybe you shouldn't look around you. Not right now. Anyway, with the appropriate funds, I can install a proper forge, tidy up the halls. Reviving the garden will be a feat, but I am up to the challenge. Yes, it will be an honor to raise this lost hall from the ashes, which in this case is really just rubble. Wonderful, my liege, wonderful. You will not regret it. The corridors of Sea-Watch will once again ring with merriment. That is, if there were people here to make merriment. If I might make another suggestion, it would be nice if you were able to convince the former staff to return. I would start with Connie, a rather quirky and elemental fey alchemist, who found a place in our master's heart as his gardener. Connie was unique, even among her own kind. The last we saw of the poor creature, she was being pursued by Bolgan, and I fear she was taken prisoner. Oh, Connie. This castle was meant as a holdout against the hordes, a final martial bastion against the encroaching. And it did exactly that, if only in theory. Lord Ancilla commissioned its construction well into the twilight of his days, and it was finished just months before the Bolgan invasion. Months too late, it seems. Where to begin? Well, I attended to the young lord before he was master of all the lands before him. Then I tutored and served his son, young Master Droon. Ancilla was once a mighty name, a mighty line. Few like them remain, at least those of the old order, a time of when Loselfar and Dokelfar were kin. Really, my liege? You wish to know about me? Why, I am Bern Elgar, he who lives to serve his charges at Sea-Watch. She spent much of her time wandering the gardens of old Castle Ancilla, where the family lived. Of course, word has it that she was locked away by the Bolgan, poor thing. Goodbye. Good day. Can you smell?
You found the dolls? Wonderful! Just wait until my sister gets her eyes on them. They'll wipe the sneer right off her ugly face. So tell me, was there any truth to the old legend that there's something special about them, the dolls? Too bad. Well, I'll take another look at them when I get a chance. Listen, you may be famous, but you deserve something. Please, take this gold and armor. Private Odekirk died yesterday, and, well, it's better not to waste good armor.
My gran told me bedtime stories about the Ancilla and Gastier families.
My children will know to thank you for saving my life. Be well.
I smell the stink.
I understand that you may be busy, but I would truly enjoy seeing the sun again. Is it still the color of sky blossom? Sea Watch. Yes, that's what it was called. I enjoyed my tenure there. So many plants to talk to and mortals to observe. The Tuatha imprisoned us, the servants and advisors, when they invaded 10 years ago. Most of the prisoners perished of starvation or disease, the poor souls. Would you be so kind as to locate the key to this dungeon door? Solitude in no way agrees with me. Farewell. You are truly a mortal of my master's ilk. A generous soul like Lord Ancilla. I do not know where your fate takes you, but there is always a place for you at Sea-Watch. That is where I go now, to prepare the fortress for his return. Be well, and may your roads be prosperous. Goodbye.
I think you'll find that I've convinced the reagents in your garden to be extra potent in your potions. Consider it a gift, from us to you. These were safe lands before Gadflow and the Tuatha. Safe for Fae, at least. We could wander as we wished. Now there's evil under every canopy. I never cared for the telling, and found myself listless and wandering under the canopy of the stars in the forest green. I have no role, no place in any ballad. Lord Ancilla found me in his herb garden one day. I was laughing at the jokes the blossoms told. And he liked me, let me stay and tend to the flowers. Goodbye.
My word, Connie is back at Sea-Watch. Soon all our ears will be buzzing with her disjointed prattle. How I missed it. Do you like what I've managed to do in your absence? Removing the rubble was a chore, but everything is possible. With patience. Our next best course of action is to pursue Sea-Watch's old healer, the soldier Aryan Odai. He's a brave soul, one who enlisted in the army soon after the war began. Always one to fight for justice, Aryan joined the war effort in an attempt to win back our homeland. They say he's a sergeant now. It's well deserved. Farewell.
Greetings, mortal. May you find warmth and sustenance this day. May I help? Goodbye.
What is it?
Well, I expected to see a lot of things out here in Caelid, but not the hero of Melsenshire. What brings you this far south? I am Sergeant Odai, twice decorated officer and now civilian escort. I guess you could say that I'm really working my way up the chain of command. I was handpicked by Lord Ancilla himself. He saw something in me before even I did. I spent my childhood with his family, apprenticing under an old healer named Glynis. When the Bolgan attacked, I was able to slip out in the confusion, but I'll never forgive myself for leaving the others behind. I honor them by fighting back. I have allowed 2 citizens to travel within my unit, which I probably should not do. But I have a weakness for those in need. Guess it comes from my past as a healer. Oh, Brune the Bard is not so bad. I actually knew him as a kid, if you can believe that. He is a little excitable, but harmless. I cannot say the same about Alof the Hunter. Strange sort, that one. He insists on staying outside our camp. Says we stand in the way of his quarry. To each his own. No one has called me by my given name in years. I'm just Sergeant now. Been that way for a long while. I used to be a healer, but lost my gifts when the war came. Something about all the carnage, the death, it bled the magic right out of me. So I took up a sword. It was all I could do. We all need to carry our own weight in this tragedy. And mine is to fight. Oh, I never should have ended up here. My family's ship was tossed into the cliffs during a storm, and I was the only survivor. The Ancillas saved me. They raised me as one of their own. I may not be native to these lands, but they are the closest thing I've ever had to a home. Sea-Watch? Are you trying to rebuild that old ruin? If you're serious about this, then I would leap at the chance to be involved. But I cannot just abandon my post, not with my men depending on me. If you can find a replacement for me, then perhaps I can come with you. Perhaps... There is a young Alfar by the name of Private Cornall in the camp south of here. I have watched him for some time, and he would make a fine officer. Not far. He is often standing guard outside the small encampment south of here, near the gates to Castle Gastier. Goodbye.
Hey, what are you doing out here? Caelid Coast isn't a good place for a stroll, not at all. Do I know you? You have that look. Familiar. I fought with Captain Gastier at Melsenshire. Maybe we spent a few skirmishes together. I can't remember everything that happened. Can you? If you are interested in sharing a bed with a Bolgan, you will want to take a stroll over to Gastier. The place is as red as they come, crammed with our big one-eyed friends. That place is sharp stone, a wall. The only way we can get a force past the House of Pride and into Alabastra is to topple Ancilla. But not even the heir to that place can get inside. I heard rumors that an advanced team had been sent in to secure it. But rumors are rumors, right? It's the last bastion in Cluricon, where we expected the Tuatha to form a stiff resistance. That hasn't happened. The castles have been overrun, but that's about it. It's been pretty quiet, actually. I've spent most of my time keeping my sword sharp and hoping to spot the southern lights. We've been making good time through Cluricon. Melsenshire was the dam, and now the river is out of control. We'll be in Alabastra soon enough. And you are talking to me? The sergeant is a legend. Not just anyone can fill those boots, friend. I have fought in a number of campaigns, and without me the unit would have surely been killed in Cursewood. Fine. If it is the wish of Sergeant Odai, then I will relieve him of command. I appreciate your vote of confidence. Sometimes one opinion can make all the difference. They are a magical phenomenon that occur only in the Caelid Coast. Some in the Scholia Arcana believe the lights were created by Lord Gastier's personal mage, Braxis. The story claims that after the fall of Gastier, Braxis enchanted the royal fortunes, hiding them in a spell that only the most persistent adventurer would uncover. If you believe in such rot. I cannot lie, though. The lights are gorgeous. You can see them after dark, if you stand over by the old Gastier shrine on the cliffs. See you.
What is it? So you have spoken to Cornall? Then it's done. Good. Cornall is a fine soldier. One of the few who knows how to hold on to honor when everything comes apart. Under his command, these men here will be fine. Relief will be here soon. And with it, a fresh group of officers from Melsenshire. Come, it is time to head to Sea Watch. Goodbye. You should find out who else of Sea-Watch might... They were desperate enough to need an old, wasted healer like me. I've been in about 7 years now. Saw action in Fire Trench, and during the long siege. We're supposed to be marching into the Caelid coast after Captains Trav and Canwen, but reinforcements have yet to arrive. Farewell.
Yes? Let me be the first to tell you how pleased I am to see Arian Odai out and about. What a fine Alfar. There are few finer. Of course, I don't do bad work either, if I may say so. Did you see the improvements? Progress is being made all over the castle. Only one member of the staff remains to be found. Normally, I would not encourage his return, but we need a merchant. He is called Astor Corleane, and he is dreadful. Rumor has it that he's prowling the spoils at Melsenshire, the scruffy little scavenger. The little carrion bird is likely hovering over a pile of bodies somewhere. The last I heard, he was picking through what was left of Melsenshire. Farewell.
Hey there. Bad scene, isn't it? Real bloody. A massacre out there. Call me Astor. Astor Colliane. General merchant by trade. Not that there's much business going on around Milsenshire. This place is a morgue. As good a place as any to run your business. It's got a roof against weather, 4 walls to keep out the trouble, and the sheets, well, they're softer than most. Ancilla hired me back when his people were in a bidding war against Gastir. I got him everything he needed, fast, cheap, and without anyone ever knowing about it. Worst soldier I've ever seen. She's in it for the loot. Then again, so am I. Takes one to know one, I guess. Good Alfar, the Ancillas. A stock worth investing in, if you're asking me as a businessman, that is. I liked the old lord, and his offspring weren't so bad, either. Private merchant and enterprising individual, that's me. Astor Colliane. Competitive prices on competitive merchandise. Wait, you don't mean you wanted to know about me personally, did you? Not a chance. Is this a jest? Sea-Watch, that old ruin? Ha! You'd sooner find me picking loot off the dead. Actually, now that I think of it, that's not a bad idea. Let me consider your offer. At Sea-Watch, I'd have private access to the sea and a protected perch. Fine, I will do it. But first, you must get something for me. Private Edstar possesses a prize that I desire, a dagger belonging to one of the Tuatha generals who fell in battle. It would fetch a fine price. Bring it to me. You can find Freedy in the tavern or around town. Worst soldier I've ever seen. She's in it for the loot. Then again, so am I. Did you try the gutter? Or in a puddle of her own vomit? Tell you what, try the tavern, though she'll eventually wind up in one of those other two. Goodbye.
Hail, warrior. Looking to restock? Ilan Doldran has what you need. back again.
The hero of Melsenshire.
Keep walking. Yeah, what is it? Wait. I know you. Ah, I see. Kill any Niskaru lords lately? Guess I'm supposed to buy you a drink now, aren't I? Sure did. I've refused. Broken the nose of a guy who tried to steal it and turned down one proposal of marriage. That dagger's mine. Really? You think so? I never thought about that. I'm walking around Cluricon with a target on my chest. We all are after Melsenshire, but the dagger makes it worse. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's not worth the trouble. I'm so close to living through this war that the last thing I need is to die over a souvenir. Here, it's yours.
Ah, very good. Very good indeed. If you weren't so busy slaying Niskaru lords, you would probably make an adequate thief. I'd say stick to the slaying, though. I'll go back to Sea-Watch with you, but if that Burn Elgar starts to get on my nerves, I'm gone. That one is a wart on a Bolgan's ass. Later, then.
Keep walking.
My liege, it is done! The last of the staff has returned, and Sea-Watch has been reborn! Might I say that I have lived a long time and attended to many of noble birth and honorable disposition, but none compares to you. None at all. The castle is yours to rule as you see fit, my liege, and as always, your humble staff is at your service. Goodbye.
What is it? I'm at your command. Just don't ask me to do anything I don't feel like doing. Private merchant and enterprising individual, that's me. Astor Collien. Competitive prices on competitive merchandise. Wait, you don't mean you wanted to know about me personally, did you? Not a chance. Quite Alfar the Ancillars. A stock worth investing in. If you're asking me as a business, as good a... Ancilla hired me back when his people were in a bit... war against Gastir. I got him everything he needed. So long! Hello there. Beast. This is booming. Especially good if you're in... Bye-bye.
It's nice to see my old friends again. Connie hasn't changed, and Astor is the same troublemaker he always was. Only more trouble. Goodbye.
Thank you again for bringing me back to my garden. I'm doing my best to coax the buds back from their hiding places. Farewell. Hello. Thank you again for bringing me back to my garden. Farewell.
Good day.
Here to haggle. Moving back to Sea-Watch was the best decision I ever made. Well, the best decision after abandoning my wife, that is. Bye-bye.
This old keep will need some sprucing up, but at least Racinon's brutes will no longer decorate the halls. Did you say the Ancilla key? Why, yes, of course I have it. In 10 years, I've never let it leave my sight. Are you saying that Droon is alive? That he's here? Wait, this could be a trick. How do I know you're not here to seize the Gastier domain just as I'm about to win it back? Droon, I'd never forget. Our families stoked such hate. But I could never hate Droon. He was the reason I wanted to survive the Bolgan, to come back, start over. Take the key, give it to Droon. Send him good wishes. Perhaps when all of this is over, he and I can resume our friendship. I knew a Droon Ancilla years ago, but that was another life, and I was another person. My quest here is what matters. It has consumed me.
haven't slept since you left. My mind kept revisiting those last few moments with Hilaret. The tower fireplace. The kiss she left on my cheek. Almost like a bruise. You've revived my family, friend. These great artifacts will help to restore the Ancilla name in the Caelid coast. I must find a worthy way to thank you. Take the verdant blades. You must. I do not wish to rule my new domain with fear and fire. The seal is enough. And so, a new age begins. We were close once. I don't know what it was. Childhood love, foolishness, or something more. We knew it was against our parents' wishes, but we didn't care. Farewell.
here.
We've expanded the facility. Truly a marvel of modern... Here you go. This is the... Be careful out in the sands.
Looking to restock. Doldran has what you need. Come back again.
By the gods, it was horrible. He killed them all, and nothing could stop him. It was Dren, that freak who guards the House of Pride. He told us to leave, but we thought we could beat him. He's just one Fae, and not even a Tuatha, but nothing hurt him, and he slaughtered us all. The worst thing was, he seemed sorry to kill us. We'd heard the legends of Dren the Bloody, unbeatable defender of the House of Pride, but you know how Fae are with their stories. We were going to be the ones who beat him, and opened the path to Alabastra for the army. We were going to be heroes, you know? Then Dren told us to turn around or we'd die. And gods help us, we didn't turn around. You can turn around and run, like me.